I'm drawing the facial expressions of the Night Lady right now, and my face hurts because I'm subconsciously mimicking the expressions. I do that when I watch like animation sometimes. Oh, it wants me to put the exact time again. Oh, where am I? Where am I? There I am. Hold on. There we go. Hold on. It is exactly 10:10. No. AM. 10:10. Hang on, hang on. Okay. Where's my stream avatars? Where are my LEDs? Before we get started, can I just say something? Where are my stream avatars? Sure. Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you've booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that seriously. They just leave the clock at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock. And I appreciate that. That's how I know you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have a way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Okay. So since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see this screen, just set your clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick any time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. All right, let's get you back into the video game now. Well, that was extremely charming. Oh my god, it's still the Stanley Parable too. I love that. God, this game is funny. Fuck. Oh, it's so good. It's so good, man. It's so good. Hold on, where are my little baby boys? Wait, where am I little? Oh, it's because I have it, right. I have it set to the wrong size. There we go. All right. Wait a minute, you guys shouldn't be coming up on the screen. Oh, it's because there's so many of you now that your names are going over each other so many times that they are going back onto the screen. See, I had to change the settings for them to not go over the screen. I'm gonna have to make them just layer over each other. It's sad, but yeah, I think that's just how it's gonna have to be. We're also floating. Oh, that's what it is. You're floating. Thank you, Tarmac. I was wrong. You're right. Why are you floating? Why are you floating? Hold on. Why are you floating? Are you still floating? You are still floating. Why are you floating? Well, hold on. You're not that popular, dude. Calm down. I beg to disagree. Hold on. Where is avatars? Where are my Avi Davies? There they are. Why are you so high up? Huh? What are you doing up there? What are you doing up there? There we go. Perfect. Can a bitch float? Damn.
This is the story of a man named...
I've heard this. Shut up. I am Stanley. I'll always be Stanley. Oh, welcome back. Quit the game and then start it again. Well, isn't that goddamn cute? Okay, alright. I feel like my brightness is too high. Is my brightness too high? Let me know if I'm too bright. I'll turn it down. Hello? I'm back. Oh yeah, you got the balloons again. Nice. I like the balloons.
His co-workers were gone.
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Get out the window. The game is a tad quiet. Oh wait, I can just turn it up. Hold on. There. I think that should turn it up for you guys as well. Yes? Is that louder now? If not, I'm gonna have to find a way to do it much better. Okay, good. It's a little loud for me, but that's fine. I don't care if it's loud. Why can't I? Hello? Oh, I forgot if you right click, it fucking sets you in like, oh yes! Yeah, baby! Alright. Meeting today, Figurine Finders Committee. Oh, because I have to find the figurines. Today's video game news. The head programmer of Team Cherry transitioned and they're arguing about Deltarune again. Yay. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, couple things. One, you're telling me that someone who is into Deltarune is trans? And also a head programmer of a video game development company? I don't think that those things mix. What has happened? My expectations have been subverted, let me just say. Oh, they being the general population. Two unrelated statements. I see. I see. I see. Who's arguing about Deltarune? And also, good for them. I hope their smiles smile even wider. To be fair, Cal, I'm trans and not into Deltarune, so yeah, well, you're into Gundam, so you're not exactly fucking not fitting the description. All right? Calm down. Not yet. I'm just kidding, Devin. I love you. I'm poking fun. I gotta watch Gundam sometime. I really do. I tell myself that I'm going to do it at some point, but it's how I tell myself I'm gonna watch just about every other anime, and I go, I'm gonna do it at some point, and then I don't do it. To be fair, Cal, I'm trans and not into Deltarune or Gundam. You got me on that one. You got me on that one. I've only known you for a few months, though. I've known Devin for a couple of years. I have time to find out what your trans quirk is. The compilation movies are free on YouTube on the official Gundam channel. Ooh. It's difficulty setting slop. Oh, people are mad because of difficulty? Boo, I hate that. I hate that people care. I play every game on the hardest difficulty,
Stanley
but I don't...
went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Dude, these other headphones that I've plugged in are way better than my old headphones. Like, I did not realize that using wireless headphones was gonna be a less auditorily satisfying experience than my wired ones. It sounds so good. Do you need help with the window? Well, I just feel like I should be able to get out of the window. Stanley! Bettable! Hi, Ellie. Task of you own programmer socks? Wait, is that the... Why the cherry person? I feel like I could get up here. I feel like I could do it. I feel like I could do it. I gotta, like, somehow...
At first, Stanley seemed to have broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
It's true.
So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
I like
Why
it.
don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No, not particularly.
Ah, then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question.
Okay.
What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Alright, I'm bored. But what if I did it again? What if I did it again? What if I did it again?
At first, Stanley
I'm
assumed
outside
he'd
the
broken
map.
until he heard
Now
this
I
narration
will
and
do
realized
it
was part of
again.
the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
LA, thank you so much for 10 days of calories for another 10.
I'm over it now. What do you think? Do you see this gag yet?
Yes!
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like right now. You could have done it just then.
Yeah, probably.
Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Yeah! This is my jam!
Once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly.
Thank
But
you.
the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly.
Ooh.
What Stanley liked most was buttons. He
Okay.
pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function.
Woo!
Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Will become quite unbearable.
Bettable. Bettable. Ew, my screen's all dirty too. I'm just gonna like. There we go. Mein Fräulein, when I look into your eyes, I see the future roll so sublime. My thoughts unwind like yarn and twine, and soon you know I wish to dine. Take you to the most expensive restaurant and watch you eat so fine. Alright.
All of his workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't know.
Stanley decided to go to the
I'm
meeting
taking this
room.
bucket,
Perhaps
though.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room. Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Aw,
Stanley
not
took
the
the door on
bucket.
his left to go back to the meeting room.
No.
No, said the bucket.
Now.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Alright.
Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the... No, stop! Look there on the wall, you see? There's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
No. 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 I don't want to be told what to do. If the bucket tell me to put on there, I don't know, but there's a sign on there. I can take a bucket. Let me take a bucket. Whatever. I'll go in. All right. What's up? Sucks in here. Oh. What is that? What is that?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios.
I love games. I'm going to play those every day.
Bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yes!
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
What? 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 What?
Item 2.
What?
Is
What?
this a
What?
bucket?
What? What? Yes.
Incorrect.
Ah!
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual
It's a bucket. It's a bucket. It's a bucket. What is a bucket? Fuck it. Get a bucket. My stomach is gonna upchuck. Ah!
Item 3.
Yes!
Is this a bucket? This is a bucket.
Nice! Sigai? Oh, mama.
Is this a bucket?
No, that's not a bucket.
Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket. To be honest, I
Nice.
just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was
Thank
starting
you.
to get concerned that even this might be too much for you.
Hello?
Thank you
Oh,
for not
hi.
making me look
Hi, Nick. Welcome on in. How you doing? Bye, Mr. Tractor. I love you. Try not to get in too many farming shenanigans.
Is this a bucket?
Oh, well, no.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Oh, you're not going to give an explanation for that one? You're just going to lie to me like that. Okay, well, that's fine. Now we're just saying whatever.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Daddy's a bucket.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
How does that work? It's obviously a bucket. No,
Item-
it's...
Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Find the bucket! Find me a bucket. No, it's not a bucket.
Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless, is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is
No.
a bucket?
No.
You know what? I'm too confused.
I
to
just
even
had
sort
a
it out.
nut.
I've lost all sense of perspective.
He doesn't listen.
What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift.
This
If
is
any
your
of us
problem,
know what a
narrator.
bucket
You
is,
just don't
I'm
listen.
A bucket.
No.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay, here we go.
Was I a bucket?
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either.
I guess
Oh,
so.
This is wonderful news. We're not buckets.
Yay!
Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue.
It's all
but it doesn't
buckets.
change the fact
Always
that we
has
haven't
been.
got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything, and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Okay.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that.
Okay.
Who knows what that information might do to a person?
Apparently get them to
here we
erase
go.
the universe that they live in. Bucket, 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 bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was hopeful. Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone? Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear.
We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self.
The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans,
Oh, no.
and the bucket's own complicity therein,
No!
of
Mr.
sadness and regret,
Mr. Bucket!
and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger, of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps, if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket!
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
No,
Said the bucket.
not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback.
Not the
for sacred
machinations.
amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of. No!
Stanley screamed even louder.
No! Stupid! You are a bucket! This is so stupid! Why are we even stupid?
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like... My God, Stanley, you did it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
No! What have I done? Sweet Jesus, what have I done? Become a thief in the night, become a bucket killer on the run. No! Alright. I'm gonna go get the
All
bucket
of his
again,
co-workers
get my
were
best
gone.
friend.
What could it mean?
Wait a minute, what the fuck?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Something's
No
different.
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Goes to the left now. Went to the right last time. Weird. It does not always go left that you are a liar, sir. I don't want the bucket. Yes, I do.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Shut up, narrator!
Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Bucket's
Stanley
stupid.
took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No.
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the
No.
meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes.
Huh?
Go there.
Huh?
Go to
Huh?
the cargo lift.
Ah!
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Nice. They were ding. Hello? 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 Ooh. Hello? Ooh. Hello? Narrator dialogue. It's a lot of dialogue. Hello? Hello? A lot of the narrator dialogue. Hello? Is there anybody out there? Can anybody hear me? Oh. Hello? Hello? Can I go up any mores? I wanna go up the sun. I wanna rise and have some fucking fun. Motherfucker. I don't think there's anything secret here, I'm gonna be real. But there could be. Nah, I don't think there is. I'm gonna touch it.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling.
Feels good.
And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket.
Bucket.
This is my golden ticket.
Bucket.
But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there? Gamborata.
Gamborata! That was awesome. That was awesome. The wombo combo of getting the other ending and then getting that one right after.
In here is
Oh,
absolutely
so much bumpscosity.
You people have got to be nuts.
Yeah!
Stand this much bumpscosity.
Also, it goes to the right now. It keeps changing. I hate this. Give me the bucket.
The good old bucket.
Oh, yeah.
Just Stanley and
Oh,
the
yes.
bucket, off on another thrilling adventure together.
Oh, yes.
Stanley
Oh,
clutched the
yeah.
bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley shut the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't
No.
go to the meeting room.
Don't go
somewhere
to the
else.
meeting room.
A cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Congrats, you found the only 2 Gamarata mentions in the game back to back. That's awesome. That feels mildly spoilery. I don't think it's a spoiler if it doesn't come back up.
In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
The only thing the only thing I'm being spoiled on is disappointment that there is not more Gambarata. Employees should never under any circumstances attempt to bucket. What does this go to? Aw, you sure? That's why it's mild? You're mild. Mild enough to where you don't need to say anything about it. I would fart. Medium fart.
Now pick up the phone,
said the bucket.
Yes, sir! That's horrible. You should feel bad. Why?
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket.
My bucket!
Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Is the B for bucket? The beige pages. Is my wife here, but my wife is a bucket? Oh, hi. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press F to take me to work with you. Okay.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders.
You bastard.
Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
You to take me back home with you. Okay.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Can't spell Stanley without Laney. That's why you're my favorite star. You're going on the board. That's exactly the kind of shit I like to hear. Sorry, Olive, you only got a day. There you go. 7 star. Star. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. G. Yow.
Try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Anytime I'm doing this, just know that I'm mocking him. Don't listen to the loud man. Go back home. Yes, sir.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket.
Bucket.
You know, once upon a time, it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Press VE to ignore anyone in your life except for me. Yeah.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore.
No.
From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
That it does. That it does. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? I do.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Press N to relive the same day with me over and over.
Oh my God, what am I saying? better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
First had to go to work to go home to work to home.
Oh no. I'm having feelings for the bucket. No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say.
Coming!
Anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if
Wop,
I
wop,
had the
wop.
bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it. Give it to me now. Give it or I'll...
Go back to work, Stanley. I don't know how. Ah.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Hello? Huh. There will be a reward for finding them all. Stop kidding yourselves. I want them so much. I want to go home. There will be cleaning of this wall required. Lol, looks like 4-27, ha. Oh no, 427, ha ha ha. 5 there be. Just take it from me. Gotta collect them all. Mission status. Inside of a sequel exhibit, a large room full of boxes, stairs. Something to do with stairs. Something both red and blue. Is this some kind of game? There must be a point to this. Warehouse access plan. Produce 1 plank to allow ease of access past fence. Construct bridge to allow collection of shiny float. Retrieve Chris's remains from warehouse floor. Construct new structurally sound bridge. We need more planks. Trust the completionist instinct. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, they feel pointless to be honest. Weird spinning figurines, our data, stock options, money. What do? Should we maybe make them employees? Maybe. Interns. Yes. Why do they kind of look like 427? Artists rendering, employee 003 maybe? Our quarterly success, magic, why floating? Magnets, dreams, training exercise. Or Maraj. How many are there? 5, 6, 7? More money if sold together. What we know, what we forgot, what we don't know yet. Bonus stuff. What we know, small floating objects have appeared across the office. We have to synergize our resources to ensure their retrieval. There are many questions. There was no memo from management. Agenda. How can you tell you've spotted one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures of them? You didn't see shit. You didn't see anything we can do at Red Room. Follow clues provided by employee 416. Please do not leave the office before reporting on any findings. Teamwork and communication are of great importance during the unprecedented time of investigation. Thank you. Help, I'm gonna post it.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
All right.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What if the collection is underneath these stairs? Well, that was easy.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them.
True.
And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
Nice. Still wish I could read this. Hi, Lonnie. Wait, hold on. I wrote this in first period and left it in your locker on the way to school. It's what all the cool kids are doing, I've decided. Write me back. Also, here's an idea for something to draw. 2 cats on a motorcycle. Hey, this is a good idea. What all the cool kids are actually doing is sending each other pages on their beeper, but we're cooler than them because guess what? They can't put this on a beeper. And then they drew the cat. That's great. Go back upstairs. Stretch? I'll take a stretch. This used to be a Papers, Please reference? Interesting. Can I get out of here? Nah, man, no. Hold on, I gotta stretch. I just want to get upstairs to the office. There we go. Perfect. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Ah!
Oh! Ooh, oh! Oh!
Oh, jeez. Oh, I gotta stretch more. Rich people doing crimes? No, I know this is fiction. Oh, God. Do you know that the United States government has been putting out AI videos of Mitch McConnell? Or AI photos, I guess. It's true. Hello, Luigi. Wow. The true meaning of the elevator only becomes clear once you've spent about 4 hours in it. This is a bad elevator.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Sewage
Shocked,
lilies by
unraveled,
Claude
Stanley
Money.
wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Two, 8, 4, 5. Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
What the heck? Alright, I'm bored. Yeah, alright then. Hello? Hello? Hi? Hello? Whoa. I hate whenever I accidentally click the right click and then it makes me walk automatically. It's so odd. Up. Down. Well, goodbye then. I don't know, hon. I think he does. You been hitting the freeway, son?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh!
Stanley
Hello?
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh man. Oh man. I kind of sounded like Adam Sandler there for a second, didn't I?
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still
No,
had
that sounds
every
more like
opportunity
Taz.
to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Well, yes. Ha.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story. Trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
I take it back.
Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh, God. I wish I had looked at the view from halfway down.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Hello?
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Hello? Ah!
Oh! I see. Fem narrator. You know how you have fem shep? Fem narrator? That's Stanley Parable!
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
It is a good question, isn't it? Well, guess I'll go out then. Thank you. Hello? What the fuck? Okay.
When
Hello
every
there.
path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development throughout the core layer, though the core layer remains almost identical to the first iteration. Nature paintings. We got leaves, we got mountains, we got valleys, we got forest paths, we got the ocean in the motion, and nothing behind because there is nothing sublime about a white wall. Door. The office. Door. Okay. Button sounds. Selection of sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke with a synthesized tone. Cool. The set of two doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. I love the artistry of the Stanley Parable. It's actually one of my favorite things about this. The pacing of this open section is important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. It's cool. Filing cabinets. Office computers. Cool. Based on the work of the Stanley Parable 2013 team. Additional level designs by Colin Eddings, Jack Parsons, Jesus Higueras, Rai Soderberg, Maxime Lebled, Taggart Dean Darko, and Shane Sweeney. God, I can read bad. And I can read bad, and I can't read good. Hello. Office. Maintenance room, an early version of the maintenance room. Oh, it's the photocopier. Her name is the curator. She's the lesbian Fujo who's matching her narrator and Stanley dolls together to make them kiss. I see. What's a Fujo? Screens of the development of the boss's office. Huh. I think I like this one the best. But this one's good too. Office clock. Well, yes. Oh. Hello.
How it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room. Perfect example of poor level design.
The lounge. Underground. Early version of the underground portion of the game. What is this?
Good and bad game design. But of course, you being you, you'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it.
Kevin Brighton
I'm just gonna make this easy on you.
Writing, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game.
Sure, we'll get him right back on track to where he was supposed to be in the story. Stanley jumped in the river.
Stanley jumped in the river? The river? The river? Where's there a river? I want to go to the river. From the river to the falls, to the falls, to the water dropping down these balls. All ye bitches crawl. Freedom ending. This was the very first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. Countdown desk. One of the early versions of the countdown ending. What's the countdown ending? Freedom ending. The freedom ending as it existed in the beta. Beta. I heard Noah. Countdown room. Fujoshi, the women who love yaoi. Oh, I see. Zending model. The Zending went through many iterations. The room represents the 4th version of the ending, and though it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it again shortly before launch. The Zending ending? Zending levers. These levers were originally part of the Zending. The players would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what color they had pulled. Okay. Zending. Early version of the ending known as the Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Okay. The game is now paused. Escape menu. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this is what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. It's the Zending, of course. Ooh. It's just like a lighting thing. Oh, trailers. We ran 4 major trailer teasers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one released in May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is repairing a new version of the Stanley Parable. Cool. Neat. Cute. I like this. This is also cute. I love a good what do you call it? I love a good museum in a game. Love a good museum. Meeting room. Ooh. Whoa, that's cool. Maintenance layout. The flow of the hallways following the first 2 doors was important to get right, since players will replay them so many times. We discussed a number of designs, but ultimately, it was the simplest version that won out. Ah, you see. Wait, there's a vent in the lounge? You see that? What is that? Oh, no, there isn't anymore. I see. I'm stupid. Shut up. What's this? The apartment timer. In a previous version of the choice leading you to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Now picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Yeah, the lounge vent, obviously. Cargo lift. Used to look like that. Alright, I know I said I like museums. I'm starting to get bored of the museum. Lounge. Early version of the lounge. Ooh, what the fuck? Money? I want money. Fun! Warzone? We designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action section would become sentient and would wage war against... Action game would become sentient and wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which is not our intention. Interesting. Alright, now we can go back uppies. I'm gonna go uppies! Yeah, yeah! Oh, these are the different versions of his office? That's so cute. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created in 2011, second in 2012, third in February of 2013. You know, I do feel like the pencil sharpener really adds to the office overall. I'm glad that they added that. That was a correct choice, I feel. Hello. Game design mock-up. This level at William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as a kind of audition piece. The strength of the level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of the environment has changed, the basic layout from this mock-up is still in the game. That's very cool. Like a single pecan. And then there's the exit. The monitor, elevator. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down with freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down and placed the two endings together instead. Okay, bye!
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
I suppose, yes.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Not what I just said. Bro. Ooh.
But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this
Help me!
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path.
No!
Stop now and it'll be your only choice.
No.
Choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
I would never die.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The end is never, the end is never, the end is never, the end is never. Shut up.
You!
The end is never. I don't want the bucket this time. I ain't bucking it in. I hate Mondays. Why is this blue when I walk by it? I don't know if you see that. Oh, I think it's my monitor. Weird. My monitor makes the black of the text look kind of blue.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Eh. Somewhere both red and blue. That's the only one I don't have. Red and blue. Where would I find red and blue? It must exist. It has to exist.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
You can suck my motherfucking ballsack!
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy.
I forgot about this.
And then something occurred to Stanley.
Wait, no.
Maybe.
No, you can't do that to me. No, wait.
All of his co-workers would
No.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's not do that again. Let's not do that again. I'm all set on that one. Thank you. Gotta keep my eye out for the input one where it's like, input, please! And then I input it and it goes, ooh, you input it right in me.
When Stanley came to a set of two open
Goodbye!
doors, he entered the door on his
Bye, everyone. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone. Bye. Goodbye.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Dude, I'm zooming right now.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy.
True.
So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Okay. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Let me go here, let me go, door. Wish I could go down there, into the doom. Doom? Doom? What is doom? Squeep, squeep, squeep. Doom!
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Well, yes. And then I died. Fuck! I can't get through because of my fat ass.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
That's where I was earlier! Wow!
Did he have the strength to find out?
No! I don't! Goodbye!
Alright. If I have to, I suppose. What if I hit this button again? Oh, man. Hello? Hello? Don't make me bring the bucket here, I'll do it. Wait, hold on. Bye, bitch! Help. Oh.
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see,
Hello?
back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you
Oh.
all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So,
Goof.
here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music
Yay!
just for this section.
Give it to
you
me.
won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are.
Nice!
We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
I'm ready. Give it to me.
Good job, you did it. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to
How you do it? You go.
barrier and chase your dreams. But railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
Yeah.
Good job, you did it.
Yes.
Good job, you did it.
That's me.
Good job, you did it.
Yes.
Good job, you did it.
Thanks.
Good job, you did it.
Nice.
Good job, you did it.
Yeah, I
Good
did.
job, you did it.
Oh.
Good job, you did it.
Yes! Well, that was fun. Wow.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
What does that mean? Bucket. Bucket.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked.
Don't
Stanley
ask!
just smiled. Anywhere they went together, would Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Is your brightness really high or something? I don't know. It's the same brightness I think it always is. I haven't changed nothing. Why, is that a new... Is that new?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Work went really well tonight? Hell yeah. I am glad to hear that.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I got the bucket with me. We're going down cause you're doing like this and you're doing like that. And I'm going on down with the bucket on my back. Shake, 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 shake my bucket.
Together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
That's good.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
I gotta know what happens to the bucket on the crushing ending. I bet the bucket will save me.
Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
At the gumdrop
At
bucket.
this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Come on, bucket. I'm gonna show you something real cool. Yippee! See, not too bad, Mr. Bucket. Okay, it's not great, I'll admit, but you know, it's not the worst thing ever. There are worse places to be. You know, they say that getting crushed to death is one of the calmest ways to go. It's like drowning.
Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying
Drowning,
a
so
bucket
peaceful,
everywhere.
so peaceful.
Farewell, Stanley.
Goodbye!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
I wanted to say the Stanley
It was a
bucket.
shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above
Yay,
the
the
rest. It was a
bucket.
glorious bucket to behold.
Bucket, bucket, bucket. Welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within a cavernous void. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind shall become full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were, in ignorance and darkness? There's a bucket. That's also a bucket.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own?
So
Can
true.
you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is
Not the
far more
Vitruvian
noble
bucket.
than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
25 buckets. A photograph of 25 buckets. The greatest number of buckets ever captured on camera. The photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of the euphoria from exposure to this many buckets at once. I just think that's more than 25. I just do. I'm sorry. I think they might be fibbing and lying. A bucket with two handles. This bucket is depicted as having two handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. Damn. Prove it? I will. Interesting. Here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 7, 26, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, but there's got to be like at least 100 in there. Wooden bucket. Inferno bucket. A replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet in spite of it all, the simple fact remains, no one can control a bucket. The stress bucket, an analogy, presented without without commentary. Worrying, negative forecasting, negative thinking, lack of reassurance. Vulnerability equals size and strength of the bucket. Coping strategies equals holes. Stress equals the level of water. Relax. Rest and relaxation. Do something you enjoy. Rest and relaxation. Oh, that's beautiful. While we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind, we do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasure. I like how they make. I like how they made a man and then a big ass man. Why is his butt so big?
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
That's true. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, it is there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance inevitably is for our own good. Hup. Oh.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Is it restart the game?
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Hello? Hello? Oh. I did it. Once again. We still have no orders.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I still
Stanley
don't
decided
know.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe. Goodbye. Goodbye, Bucket. Bye. Goodbye, Bucket. Bye. Goodbye. I love you, Bucket. Bye, Bucket. Bucket get a bucket. I said a bucket get a bucket. I said a bucket get a bucket.
When
My
Stanley
stomach is
came
gonna
to a set
upchuck.
of two
Texas
open
Ranger
doors,
and a walker.
he entered
Get
the
up,
door
chuck.
on his left.
I finally understand the joke. Bucket of chicken equals fucking a dickin'. That's true.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway.
Yay! Thank you, narrator. See, he understands that I value my precious time. And it is precious. Do you know how many games I gotta get through? Like a billion. Like a billion video games. Ah! Yeah! Ooh.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh, hey, I'm up here again. It's actually really easy to get out of here, isn't it? Huh.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Missing now!
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I want 5. I want 3 and 4. Oh, 4's up there. I see. This one's 3 right here. And then 3. And then I gotta wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, I want to go up there. But I want to go up there. Can I have it, please? What's down here? It's just lights. It's red and blue in here. Does that mean that one of the collectibles is in here? Is there one of the collectibles in here because it is both blue and red? Did anyone want to tell me out there in the world, please? Oh, what if I hit the 5? What if I hit the 5 first in purple? I'm gonna hit the 5 and then maybe it'll let me hit 4 after that. 5. And now can I press the 4 over here, please? Or is it still going to be locked? No! Fine, I'm gonna go into the power room. Ooh, a piece of candy. Oh, Poland and Austria-Hungary again. Can you believe it? He's a big monder.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to...
Fuck you.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and
Yeah.
you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that
Yes.
what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going. what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood.
Well, I got
You're gonna
4s.
die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why?
Thank you!
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
I'm just having fun pressing buttons.
Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking
Yeah,
on
it's great.
every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
I'm powerless!
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment.
Help me!
But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
You know what?
No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Oops, all explosions! Brock, thank you so much for 3 days of Cal, man. He's doing another thing! Oh. Well, that was nice.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Well, yeah, it is. 427. Yeah, this is my office. Shut up. Trying to throw me off. Idiot. That was hot. Don't be weird. You're a freak!
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Excuse me. Wow, what an entrance. Hello. Possible clue. A slide? Something about an anomaly? Approximately here. What is that? Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, not surprised. Beware the false prophet. Collecting is sexy. That's true. How you doing, Laman? Ramen? First time playing? Yes, this has been my first playthrough. We played a little bit last week, and now we're playing some more today.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I have been enjoying it.
What up?
It's been a-
Jared, I'm 19.
Jesus.
I never fucking learned how to read.
Thank you.
Here's the door, just go.
Thank you. Let me out. Let me out. Please, let me out. I'm screaming for help. I'm begging for help. Have you found the Calicor's anus explosion ending yet? Spoilers!
Stanley walked straight ahead.
God, I found it last night.
Facility.
I had to do it off stream though.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with
Yeah.
What
Well,
horrible secret
horrifying.
did this
Oh,
place
it's so scary. I'm gonna start fucking chain smoking all the cigarettes you've got around this place. We're trying to guide him to it, but he keeps avoiding it. The Epic Goon Chamber.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Oh my Each bore God. The number of an employee in the building.
Cool boogie!
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Blah, blah, blah. I am the guy who talks a lot!
This mind control facility, it was too
horrible to believe.
It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
The fuck? Oh, I see. That's the. Okay, I was like, what the fuck am I looking
The
at?
heart of the operation. Controls.
Oh
labeled with
my
emotions.
God!
Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the control.
So, I read it as no. As in yes and no, not on.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
At the street before someone sees!
When Stanley came
Voice
to a
so
set of
hot, you
two
gotta
open
hear it
doors,
twice, yeah.
He entered the door on his
That's
left.
all it was. That's all it was. I just go frickin' crazy freak style for that shit. Also, I don't know. You know what, Tyska? Because I don't think I'm gonna go for every ending. I think I don't know if I'm like the full completionist guy of the Stanley Parable.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to.
I don't know.
his
I might take
boss's
the
office.
location of the last one. We'll see. Before we switch games, for sure.
Here's the door. Just go.
You're like over halfway there. What, to getting all of them? Yeah, but I don't really care about getting every single one. They're all just like minor variations that will have some silly goofs. That's like the game, but they're fun. Yeah, but I'm not. Here's my thing. Because I don't want to stop having fun with it. And as soon as I feel like I have to keep playing, I will not have fun with it. So when I decide that I have gotten as many endings as I want, I will stop playing it. And if that's most of them, or half of them, you'll just kind of have to fucking accept it.
Door that read Mind Control Facility.
Because I will not ruin my experience of playing the game just so that you guys can see all of the permutations of my reaction to
The
everything.
lights rose on an enormous room packed with televisions.
It just wouldn't be fun for me.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to
It's like the
find out?
Korok seeds in Breath of the Wild. Yeah, exactly. Why collect them all? So you can see another guy go, "Woo!" The point of a bunch of them is so that you find them in your playthrough, not find all 9,999.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers.
That's true.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to...
That's true. I am a reaction channel, as everyone knows.
One of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job?
Also, by the way, I got a message on TikTok from someone asking if asking to license one of my TikTok videos. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but the one with the frozen spider web, where I go outside on my porch and there's a frozen spider web. Apparently, that has 100,000 views on it, which I did not know. How the fuck does that work? The way that they explained it to me is that they buy the right to share it to like companies and exactly. They would share it to like a bunch of different places, and then I would make 50% of the profit of them sharing it to those places, and they would make the other 50%. You should accept it. I think I will. I looked into the company, and they seem legit. So. That's kind of cool. I've never had that happen to me before, so I thought that was really interesting. I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I'm going to look into it, but I just thought it was interesting that it happened to me. I don't usually get to talk about some of the cool behind the scenes stuff that happens with content creation, but I just thought that was so interesting. I was like, huh, okay, weird. There is no NDA. Maybe better to own your own footage.
His emotions had been
Also true.
manipulated to accept it blindly.
Yeah, it's got like 21,000 likes on it or something.
He refused
Pretty cool.
to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly
Get your $2 out of it. Exactly.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content.
I just thought it was cool. I just have never had something like that happen. I just thought it was really
All of
interesting.
it monitored and commanded from this very place.
I've obviously got to
As
spend
the
more
cold
time looking
reality
into
of his
it and
past
whatnot,
began
but
to
it's
sink in.
just cool.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never...
Shut up. 21,000 likes and none of them know this guy farts live on Twitch every day. It's true.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
I don't know.
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to
Thank
him.
you, Seven.
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
You know, this is not that dissimilar to what Maine looks like.
It was perhaps
Very mountainous,
the only thing
little
worth
rock
knowing.
walls everywhere.
Stanley stepped
It's good.
through the open door.
It's good. Do I have to? No, you're right. You know, streamer in chat, come on, we have at least 100-inch penis. That's true, but that would also mean that if we add the length of every penis, we must also subtract the depth of every vagina. I don't know what that would equal out to.
Upon his skin,
I don't know.
the feeling of liberation.
I feel like that would be a really difficult
immense
question to answer.
possibility of the new path.
I feel like there's a lot of factors that go into that.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things
We
were
average
meant to
7.
happen. And
Infinite mangina! I got an infinite mangina! I'm old Greg! Quite the mathematical question. Complete the Stanley Parable. Beat the game. Cool. I've done it. Dread Dot. He knows too much.
Wait, no, this isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
I mean, I don't know. How many achievements do we have left? 5? We've got 8. Test achievement that I don't know if we can get. Play the game for 10 years. Complete it very quickly, not including load times. So just, like, go as fast as possible. Play the entire duration of a Tuesday.
Yes.
Every time you do that voice, you remind me of the monkey character you voiced for us in Monkey Island. God, it's kind of weird how long ago that was now, huh? It's odd to think about. Man, Amnesia Rebirth was so good. I gotta play that again. Maybe not as a full playthrough, but just go back and check it out again. That game fucking rocks.
A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket.
That game didn't get enough love.
A committed bucket.
I still stand by it.
And distinction.
I still stand by it.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his
Shut up.
chest and entered the door on his left.
I did play Bunker. I really liked Bunker. I'd actually like to play Bunker again as well. Are you following Ontos? I don't know what Ontos is. But Bunker kicked ass. We only have 4 non-bucket endings left. Trying to think of where that would even be. Next frictional game? It's like Soma? Hold on, shut up. Ring ding 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 ding. Onto. Game. Ontos. From the creators of Soma. Hold on, it's on Steam. Do you have a trailer? How did I not hear of this? It has a trailer. What the fuck? Everyone shut up.
Come, talk to me first. I can explain what's going on.
Oh, God. Oh, I love that. That's horrible. It's space! I love space! We actually need to finish Soma at some point, too. We played, like, the beginning of it and then never went back to it. I can't remember why. That was a couple years ago.
What is existence, really?
Hello. Sound like Mark Hamill.
Surely a question without an answer.
Kind of looks like Outer Worlds.
He knew that it inspired him to grant wishes.
Who's there? Nightmare.
Oh.
That's why all of us are here. You want to understand, to know. Then you have to step beyond the walls around you. Play your father's game. Push the very limits until you're reality itself. Breaks.
This looks fucking awesome! When does this come out? It comes out this year! Yeah, baby! Oh my god. Delayed to next year? No, baby! So cool looking though. What the fuck? Oh my god, that was disgusting. That was so nasty. Oh my god, that's actually so cool. Yeah, more like onto the wish list it goes. Yeah, I'm actually adding that. How did you miss this? I literally have heard no one talk about it. I don't know. I don't know how this flew under my radar, but I am adding it to my wish list on Steam. Cause fuck yeah. Oh my god. That was such a good trailer. Holy shit. Wait, I saw T-Man on your friends list, lol. You didn't add me 4 years ago. What the fuck? I'm shitting and crying. I think he might have added me, but, I don't know. I mean, you can add me. I don't really care. Here. And fucking... You want my friggin' friend code? You can have it. I'm surprised you still haven't been. I literally add whoever to my Steam friends list. I see no real reason to not. I don't know. Numbers, it's my Steam friend code. If people want to add me, I was like, I don't care. Whatever. I have so many people on Steam that I don't know who they are.
Was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
I pulled a Dedenne illustration rare. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I have 8 friends on Steam.
This
That's
is
so
certainly
funny.
the most logical explanation.
Steam doxed. Have you ever played the Outlast Trials? I have it through my buddy Barack. Like, I think I have access to it. I just have never played it. Obama.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
It's like PvE Dead by Daylight.
Lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall. Now, what to do next? Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So they set up a little couch and relaxed. It really wasn't so bad down here. A bit cold, perhaps. After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well, and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket.
What is with you and the anus explosion bucket ending?
But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a home.
Oh, this is
In
nice.
fact, after some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth
Diarrhea.
the mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to...
You're the one with the fart soundboard.
Soon he was
That is
dwelling
true.
on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning.
No!
It unsettled the bucket deeply. Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path. It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed. True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time.
Oh. Oh, well, that was easy.
All of his co-workers were gone.
All right,
did it mean?
I'll do a couple more. As directed by chat. If you have any endings you really want to see, now is the time. I'm going to get myself some coffee, and then I will let you guys guide me down a couple of endings, and then we'll call it good for Stanley Parable. This game, very good.
Oh, what a wonderful world, I said. Oh, it makes me wanna twirl, I say. Oh, when I drink coffee, it makes me have to pee. Yippee. Coffee. It's there when I'm down, I say coffee. Keeps me up off the ground, I say coffee. so tasty, and I like that it keeps me regular. Fun to poop with coffee. I love a little bit of coffee. It's so yummy and so scrumptious. Yum, 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 yum. Yummy, 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 yum, yum. Yummy, yummy in my tongue. I said, yummy, yummy, yum, yum. Yummity, 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 yum. You gotta close and reopen the game to get more clock content? True.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. The embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship.
Go to the phone and unplug it? Sure. I will do that after I get the mind control activation ending with the bucket.
And entered the door on his left.
Red, so I believe the last collectible is in the red door and blue door room. Oh, yeah, where is that?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Jump off the catwalk?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Type 8 a bunch. I'm guessing that gets you the 8. The 8 achievement.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
How do you get the test achievement?
The lights rose on an enormous
Does it matter if I have the
room
bucket
packed
with me?
Television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Take some steps. Oh. That's a bit more of a spoiler. Okay. Test achievement is settings, character I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
It's true.
Was the bucket under the mind control
I see.
facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Stanley doesn't know that he can trust me. I'm right here. Stanley, trust me. Trust me,
But
I'm here
was
for
the
you.
Proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machine... But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the control.
No!
Stanley gasped in horror.
No!
Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself?
You growing yourself a beard?
The bucket have betrayed him like
Beard
this.
good.
Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly, silly birds. The control buttons became active again. Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
Ah, I was happy. I was happy. Oh, hello.
If you were reading added silly birds to the Stanley Parable because I'm awoke. Why are there so many colored birds here? Phone ending, no bucket? Is that how that works? I don't know where the phone is. I hope you enjoyed that. I did. Go to the catwalk. That's downstairs,
When
right?
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room,
I got you.
Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business.
Scoop it up, doop it up, doop it diddly 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 fliddly hiddly diddly bum. I am the Scatman.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not sure, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
Bungalow, tell me no. What did Jacksepticeye upload?
Someone you
Wait, hold on. We'll look at it after this ending.
Please. Stop trying.
I haven't watched Jack in a while. I think the last thing I watched Jacksepticeye play was God of War Ragnarok.
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You
Sammy
actually
told me.
Chose incorrectly?
No,
that was possible.
Oh.
Let me double check. No, it's definitely here.
Hi,
Thursday.
Olive.
Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
That's not even what happens.
Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Oh. Weird.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation?
Well, I guess I
wouldn't
didn't
have
grasp
that
it.
kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person.
True.
But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice.
What you got,
He
Rupert?
could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for
Okay.
all people.
Right.
Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Oh!
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals
Why are you wearing a
recommend
tie?
making at least 8 choices per day.
Oh.
Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant.
That's
and the
true.
feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Well, can't plug it back in, so, okay. What you got for me? Oh. Back here, huh? They gated it.
Choices are meaningful. We can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
No!
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Well, you can't stop me. You think you can, and that's because you can. Okay. This game sucks. Bungalow. Come on, up and tell me no. Wah.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry
That'd
back
be
in the other
cool.
direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe
It's okay.
everything we talked about that you. My
It's
story.
okay.
You've
It's
destroyed
okay.
my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. What am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I...
No!
I have to shut the game down. I have to.
No, I want to get over to the door.
I have to.
There's a door. No, I can't move. Help! Why does it sound like Five Nights at Freddy's? Hello?
Oh, I'm here. I'm still
You all right?
here in this pile of rubbish with you.
Yeah.
You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed.
Release
The
me!
only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see?
No, Stanley told me
Didn't I
to.
impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley.
Yeah.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you?
No, there
You're
isn't.
a child.
I've checked. Oh.
My story.
He's so sad.
If you'd just gone through
You're
the
a
door on the left, you would have
child.
seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make
Hello?
behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I have.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
All right.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I love the door on the left. Yippee. Oh. Oh.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer. Coming to a staircase,
Bitch!
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ah! Let me out. Let me out. Please let me out. I'm screaming for help. I'm begging for help. Please just let me out. The fuck?
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover
Oh.
not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Ah! Night Shark 115.
Stanley spoke the code. Nightshark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115. Night Shark
I'm
115.
sorry, is there a problem?
Night
You
Shark.
didn't mishear me, did
Night
you?
Shark.
Please
Night Shark.
speak the
Night
code
Shark.
into the receiver.
Night Shark.
Otherwise, we
Night
can't
Shark.
get on with the story.
Night Shark.
This is a crucial
Night Shark.
step.
Night Shark 115 115.
Okay,
Night
fine.
Shark.
I'm not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Oh!
one door on his left.
Oh, this is the one where he's like, Stanley. Stanley.
Hello?
I've heard of this one.
Is everything okay?
Oh,
Stanley,
no.
please.
No.
I need you to make a choice.
No, not this one.
Through the door.
No, I've heard of this one.
Are you listening to me?
No!
Can you hear me?
No!
Is everything all right?
Not this one.
Stanley, this is important.
Oh, it breaks my heart.
The
No.
story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. You understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something.
Do something.
Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. Only time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
Sorry, Leroy.
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
That one's such a bummer. All right. Is it
Already
red
this
and
was
blue?
uncomfortable,
Oh.
And Stanley decided that as
Red
soon
and
as he
blue
found a new
door.
space he felt
Red and
safe
blue
in,
door with
that
the
he would
bucket?
never leave it again in his life.
Is that the other one? Red and blue door bucket. I think it's red and blue door bucket. Without the bucket. No bucket. Red and blue door, no bucket. No. No bucket. No bucket.
When Stanley
No,
came to
no.
a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, but
Shut up.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Holy shit, that was the brief and insincere apology to Leroy tucked into the game. Oh my god, you're right!
Stanley was so bad at
You're
following
right!
directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years
My
ago.
god! That's insane. Wonder what's over there without the
Stanley,
bucket.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. What? Really?
Really?
Something? Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to
Do a
convince you
flip.
of this, but I really do want to help
Oh,
you.
that's
To show you
true.
something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley and there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
I did like getting them. What do you say about blue or red?
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you say that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices.
Oh,
The two
yes,
of
we've
us
done
always
this.
try-
Get me out of here. All right, any other endings? What else we got? I got a couple more in me. Have you locked yourself in the starting room? No, I didn't know you could do that. I don't know if I can. No, I don't think you can. What? Secret tape room without the bucket? How did we get to secret tape room again? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck?
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines. Those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
Well,
Didn't
yeah.
it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
Well, yes.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Yay!
I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines.
It's
Just
the
one more
memory zone! Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Yay! Oh, I'm so pleased! Let me on in, won't you? Yeah! Why is there nothing here? What the fuck?
Here's where it all began.
Ah, true.
The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Oh. Now I have 7.
And here was a second Stanley. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them. let alone
Okay.
6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
This is rather
Let's
quick.
do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand? Can you remember?
I want to say it was over here, yeah? Yeah, babe.
No.
Oh,
The warehouse was the 4th place you found a Figanley, not the 3rd.
I'm sorry.
Well, I guess perhaps I shouldn't be surprised. Memories like these are so precious and so cherished that they all just sort of blend together, don't they? You know
I
what?
guess so.
If the warehouse feels like the 3rd place you found a collectible, then who am I to go making judgments?
Well, thank you. What just happened? What did you just do? What was that noise?
Let's see. What came next? Oh, yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh,
Did
well,
we?
I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
I guess so, yeah. Alright. Huh. Yeah, that one feels a little, disfamiliar. This one I remember.
This was the 5th mini stand, and this one was really something special.
This one was a good
the
one.
stand.
This one was a good
remember it
fucking
so
good one.
clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
I love videos.
Enjoy.
Yes! Yes! Nice! Best boy!
Takes you back, doesn't it?
All right,
I've
see you
spent a lot
next
of
stream.
time
Thanks,
making that
Gatorade.
video, but it
How you
was
doing, man?
8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Gung, gung, gung. Yes.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it
I like
was
that the
one
color
that
is
had
slightly
more
faded on
display than
these.
all
That's
the
kind of
others.
interesting.
Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
True. Ah, the illusion of choice. is that a television? It is. You are in the
then
present.
There was no more, because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, Memory Zone.
Goodbye, Memory Zone. I love you. Goodbye. Goodbye.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the Memory Zone again from the opposite direction. See how it feels.
Sure. Why not? That's something different.
Okay,
This is new.
The room with the red and blue doors. I remember this.
I do
must say,
too.
of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the Memory Zone,
So
this
stupid.
one is the most distinct and clear in my mind.
Yes, I
Let's
remember
keep
it like
going.
it was
I want more.
the last thing that we did. Remember the video? It was a good video, wasn't it?
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched? Yes. I love that video.
Good video. Ow, my head. Pink!
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
Well, now I have a memory of being in this room in the memory of the room. You ever think about that one? Gets a little
These
crazy,
really
doesn't
were
it?
a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm
I agree.
very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Let's go! God, what else does this guy do? He better, like, read books for a living or something. He should. He should. What about the one that was over here? We never did go after this one, did we? Doesn't exist, because it's not a memory that we own. Quite interesting, wouldn't you say? I just did. I would say, for sure. I have seen.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes,
do.
I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Well, because unfortunately, time's arrow marches ever forward.
This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Oh, remember this place? I remember this place. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I remember. Wow, this is just like the one
It's
time.
the terrible new content that we were originally sold.
I still can't jump.
I remember hating it back then. But time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now.
Oh, that's nice.
Look how much fun the... Oh, yes!
Oh,
the two
my bad.
doors! Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Oh, weird. Oh, weird.
And before everything else, there was your office.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office?
No, I don't
There's
think
something
no.
I feel I can remember.
I'm pretty sure that was the last one. Oh, God.
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me.
Oh.
He would make the decisions, he would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I
Reason.
lonely? Was I lonely?
Could have been.
Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it.
You're nothing without me, old man.
I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much.
Aww.
Okay, here we go.
That's
This
very cute.
is the story of a man named Stanley.
That was good. That was a good ending. This game is stupid. I love it. Oh, what the fuck?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Hello?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't like it here. Dog mode.
The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better coach. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How
As it should
deeply
be.
touching.
As it should be. Oh. Will not let me back in. Bitch!
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by?
No.
He no longer had the ability to tell.
No, just
But
a little
the one thing he
bit.
knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now,
Sheesh.
this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Oh, I see. All right. Any other endings that you guys want me to go for before we wrap Stanley up? Not that we won't ever come back, but
Simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace.
yes,
of
we
his
have jumped out the
coworkers.
window. I've actually jumped out the window twice. Unplug phone with bucket. We can do that. Subtitles guy ending? Sure. And we also got to restart the game for the clock.
But Stanley is a very lucky
I don't know how to do
Very
the subtitles
lucky indeed.
ending.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Look at these speed
Stanley had
strats.
felt the bucket
Cutting
calling to
corners.
him, telling
That's
him
the clock
that
guy, different
employee
guy.
lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Same
Was
guy.
his
Okay,
name-
then why'd you call him different
Never
guy?
mind. The bucket was wrong.
Slow down, Mr.
Stanley
Speedrun.
took the door on his left.
Weave.
Went back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Let me out.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Now pick up the phone.
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone?
That'd be
Were
funny.
you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket. Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
I'm Dunny with the funny.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give
I hate that we all have to do this.
noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Them.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Okay. We're doing this whole song and dance again? This whole bit? The walking backwards bit? Okay. Aw, they got the gate up again. God, I hate this baby fence!
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches.
Yeah!
Talking bucket, you'll say. How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me.
I do like the way he says words. I could listen to them all day.
Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now? Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Why did I hear two doors? Are we there yet? There we go.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Ooh.
What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There were supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point, a dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land, or not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten
That's
that
true,
the phone
actually.
room comes immediately after the 2 doors room. What an egregious mistake.
It's pretty bad.
I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again.
I'm nothing.
Yes, surely that will help me improve my... Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Okay. You got this time. I believe in you. And hit it.
What?
Oh, what?
We're back at the phone already.
Oh, are you going to say the same thing? Oh.
Here we go.
I see. I have to go to the left. All right.
When
Yep.
Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
All right, and go.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this was all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley.
Blah, blah, blah,
I'm
blah,
going to
blah.
be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Hello?
Stanley,
No!
You love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal, I think I saw it playing guitar. No.
Yeah, no, these are great.
I'm making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes.
Jokes.
More instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More
Leroy.
instructional videos. Let's see.
I see. All right, we will leave that there with Stanley Parable today. Sounds like we might have enough endings to do one more session of Stanley Parable at some point. But we will leave that one there for today. You got the Cali Core stream ending, a finale sort of thing. Exactly.